Good morning, children. Welcome back. Today, your teacher is going to start your conditional sentences. Children, some of my students they told that the conditional sentences are very much confusing for them. Don't get confused. After watching today's video, you'll find the conditional sentence so easy for you. Nothing you have to do. Only you have to follow the conditions, the charts which I am going to provide you today. After today's class, the conditional sentences will be very easy for you, which seems tough to you. Okay, so get ready for today's class with your pen and so children, in the conditional sentences where the condition apply. Okay, in the previous video when I taught you the main clause and the subordinate clause, I taught you the adverb clause. If you remember, in the adverb clause I taught you the conditional clause. The conditional clause which I asked, they start with the if clause. Okay, so today we will talk about the if clause in detail. The if clause plus main clause, when we join the if clause, yeah, even the compound sentence, in the compound, complex and the simple sentence also I told you that I will tell you in detail when I'll teach you the conditional sentence. So these are also the compound sentence which are added by if clause. Okay, where we have a main clause and the subordinate clause. If is a subordinate clause, or if is a condition clause, and the main clause, or you can say it is a result clause, where we get the result of the if clause. Okay, my dear children, here in detail, don't get confused. I'll give you the chart. Just apply the conditions, nothing else you have to do, only you apply the conditions. Okay, just listen the examples very carefully. If I get sick, I will go to the doctor. Okay, type 0. If I get sick, I will go to doctor. If I got sick, I would go to doctor. If I had been sick, I would have been gone to the doctor. Here, children, I give you the all four types of sentence, but simply, just what really, these are the conditions in which what actually happens, what could happen, type 1, what we wish would happen, type 2, and what might have happened, that is type 4. So only you see the rules, nothing else you have to see. Rule 1, that is type 0. Children, just for the easy you can understand, in type 0 we have the condition that are true and possible, which are 100% surety. Okay, like if I say that if you boil water, if you boil water, it will get bubbles. Okay, and it has happened. If it rains, the ground gets wet. If you heat ice, it melts. So these are the possibility. These are the 100% possibility, and you can ask for the 0 type where the 100% true action or the realities are there. If the sun rises, it sets too. Or you can say, if you stand in rain, you get wet. If she invites me, I surely go to the party. When sun sets, night begins. So here in the type 0, what you have to keep it in mind, that there is 100% possibility of doing anything. The rules are as follows: if plus simple present followed by the simple present. Okay, in 0 we have the if condition plus the if condition will be also in the present, and the result clause also will be in the present tense. Okay, now we step on to the type 2. Type 1. In the type 1 there is a possibility, or we can say like there is possibly and realistic. These are possible and realistic. Okay, like here we use if plus simple present and the simple future. In 0 type, simple present followed by the simple present, but here if conditional clause, when the conditional clause in the present tense, simple present tense, and followed by the simple future. Like when I get, if it get rain, the ground will get wet. Or you can say, if I go to shop, I will purchase something. If I study hard, I will pass with a good result. If you are late again, I will not allow you to let in. If she invites me, I will go to her party. So here the condition, it is with the will, and in the previous it was with the present only. Like if I go to the shop, I buy something, or if I go to the shop, I will buy something. If I study hard, I will pass. If I study hard, I surely pass. So both the way you can do. Now come to the type 3. In the type 2, in the type 2, these here the conditions are impossible or unlikely to happen. Okay, you can say in the type 0 there is 100% possibility, in the type 1 there is a 50% possibility, and in the type 2 these are impossible, means there hardly 1% chance of the thing to happen. Like the rules are as follows. As I told you, simple, you follow the rule. If plus simple past simple. Okay, simple past rule, second form of the verb, or did plus would, could, should, might, and the first form of the verb. Okay, first form of the verb. For example, simply apply the rules. If plus simple past. Okay, if I won a lottery, I would buy the world, or I would buy a big car, I would buy a big bungalow. So if I won a car, a lottery, and it is depend on कि यदि वो लॉटरी मिलेगी तो ऐसा होगा. So not possibility. What would you do if you won a lottery? If I were you, I would go out every day. Okay, what would you do if you did not find anybody? So here there is something impossible, like there is a chance but not much more chance for something to happen. Now children, come to the third possibility. In the third type, here, that differ from the reality, most of you might have heard your parents or somebody using this, like if I had done this, it would not have been like that. So it is somewhere when we lament over the our past actions. For example, the rules are if plus past perfect. Past perfect, the rules are had plus third form of the verb, would have, should have, could have, might have, plus third form of the verb. These are the rules for the type 3. Nothing you do, only follow the rules. Okay, but these are different from the realities. How? Look at the example. If I had studied. यदि मैं पढ़ा होता, I would have passed my exam. I would have passed my exam. If I had studied in my childhood days, I would have surely be one of the richest person in the locality. If you had gotten the video earlier, you would have perfect in learning your conditionals. If the alarm had not gone off, I would not have woken up. Okay? कि ना ही अलार्म बंद होता और ना ही मैं उठने में लेट होता. बट नाउ द थिंग्स आर ऑफ नो यूज, बिकॉज ऐसा हुआ होता तो वैसा होता, बट ऐसा हुआ नहीं तो वैसा हुआ नहीं. सो इट इज समथिंग विच इज डिफरेंट फ्रॉम द रियलिटी. Okay, you would have seen the Taj Mahal. You would have seen the Taj Mahal if you had gone to Agra. Or If I had been there, I would have died. Okay, these are the third type of condition which you apply. Children, once again, I'm asking you, don't get confused in the conditional, only learn the rules which we have given. These are only going to help you out. Children, there are some of the thing you I did not make you confused, because in condition we use some other words like unless, even if, and only if, even we start the conditional sentence with the had to. But for your convenience, I only use the if clause. Okay, so this is only which you have to learn and you have to make yourself perfect. Thank you.